This is Deepika Patel and welcome to the SchoolQuizz class. So let's start our today's class, and today we will discuss the multiple choice question series of question of the chapter 8. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so you have the question number 1. Which of these following is the reproductive parts of the plant? Just a second. Reproductive parts of the plant. Okay, so you know the reproductive parts of the plant, that is, let's do the question, then we will describe. Okay, option number 1, you have the stamen, then anther, filament, all of the above. So what is the reproductive parts of the plant? Anther, filament, stamen. Yes, all are the reproductive parts of the plant. Okay, basically in a flower there is a, suppose this is a, okay, so this is a filament. Okay, filament, and above this is a anther, and in the anther there is the pollen grains. Okay, pollen grains, and together it is called the stamen. So, and this is the male reproductive parts of the plant. Okay, male reproductive parts of the plant. So we can say that all of the above. Okay, all of the above will be the answer. And what is the female reproductive parts of the plant? That is the pistil, sorry, the stigma, ovary, here, this is the ovary. Okay, this is the stigma, and one more, that is the, just a second, let me check, the style. This is called the style. Okay, style. So basically this and this. Okay, so this is a ovary, this is a style, this is called the style, and this is called the stigma. And together it is all called the pistil. Okay, and this is the female reproductive parts. Now this is the filament, okay, and this is the anther, and together it is called the stamen, and this is the male reproductive parts. Okay, so these are the main reproductive parts of the plant. The answer is all of the above. Which of the part is sticky in the flower? So option number 1, you have filament, then you have the stigma, ovary, stamen. So which of the part is sticky in the flower? That is the stigma. Okay, stigma. So you can remember that by the rhyming word stigma, sticky, stigma, sticky. Okay, so stigma is the sticky part of the flower. Which of the following is not an essential process for human beings? Okay, question number 1, you have respiration, digestion, circulation, reproduction. So what will the answer? Just pause the video and think. Okay, the answer will be reproduction. See, reproduction is a process, process, but we can live without it. Okay, we can live without it. If the reproduction we will not do, then we can also live. But if the respiration, digestion, circulation will not do, then our body, we cannot live. Okay, respiration is what? The breathing. Digestion is what? Okay, the digestion of the food. Circulation is related to our blood. Okay, so if this process will not happen, so we cannot live without it. We cannot live. But reproduction is upon us. Either it is upon us, either we can do or we cannot do. Okay, so it is a process that cannot affect the life. Okay, so this is not an essential process. Okay, and the answer will be reproduction. Now move to the next question. Okay. So we have question number 14. Where in the flower egg is fertilized? Okay. So where in the flower the egg is fertilized? Option number 1, you have ovary, then pistil, stamen, stigma. So the egg is fertilized in the ovary. Okay, ovary basically. So we will do all 3 questions, then I will explain to you. Okay. Question number 15, we have pollen grains are found in the. So option 1, you have anther, stigma, stamen, pistil. So the pollen grains are found in the anther. Anther. Okay. Pollen grains transferred from to option 1, you have stigma, ovary. So pollen grains transferred from stigma to ovary. That is not correct. Stamen to stigma, anther to stigma, and pistil to ovary. The answer will be anther to stigma. Okay. Basically, we have this. So this is the filament. This is the anther. Okay. Anther. This is the ovary. This is the style. And this is the stigma. Okay. Stigma. So the anther has the pollen grains and it is transferred from the anther to the stigma because stigma is the sticky, so it can catch the pollen grains, okay, whenever it falls on the stigma. So the pollen grains are transferred into the stigma, then this is called the pollination, okay, and then when it is burst and grows in a tube like structure, and then it is reached to the ovary where it is fertilized with the ovule, okay, fertilized with the ovule. So this is the fertilization process, okay. So that's how you can get that where the egg is fertilized. So egg is fertilized in the ovary, okay. So next question we have, which of the following is not the process of sexual reproduction in plants? Okay, so you have to tell there is a process of the sexual reproduction in the plants, okay. So which of the following is not the process of the sexual reproduction in the plants? So option 1, you have pollination, budding, fertilization, formation of seeds. So the answer will be budding because it is a asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction, okay. And pollination is the first step, then fertilization, then formation of seeds, and then the germination. Germination. Okay. Next question we have, which of the following is not the male reproductive organ? So option number 1, you have testis, penis, bladder, vas deferens. Okay, so the bladder will be the answer. So bladder is related to the related to the excretory system. Excretory system, okay. So when the diagram, there is a diagram of the male reproductive organ in your book. So there is also the bladder, okay, but do not confuse with that. Okay, so testis, penis, and vas deferens. Testis, the sperm is formed in the testis, and testis is located in the outer part of the body. Okay, why? Because the sperm cannot form in the normal temperature of the body. Okay, it has to be the lower than the normal temperature of the body. Okay, the temperature. So that's why testis is located outside of the body, and penis is the pathway for the sperm. Okay, where is the fertilization occurs? In male reproductive organs, in female reproductive organs, both, or all of the above? Just tell me where is the fertilization occurs. So it is in the female reproductive organ. The sperm is formed in the testes, okay, and the egg is formed in the female. Sorry, the sperm is formed in the testes, and the egg is released in the fallopian tube in the female, okay. But the fertilization occurs in the sperm goes to the female part, okay, and that's where the egg is fertilized. So the fertilization mainly occurs in the female body. Okay. Now we have question number 20. Which of these is a single cell? So fetus, embryo, zygote, none. So the single cell is the zygote. Okay. After zygote is forming, that is a single cell from the male egg cell and the female egg cell, they fuse to form a zygote. Then this zygote will go on the cell division and then form the embryo and then the fetus. Okay. Egg is fertilized in the ovary, vagina, fallopian tube, cervix. So where is the egg is fertilized? Okay, where the egg is fertilized? So egg is fertilized in the fallopian tube. Remember, I have told you that the egg is released from the ovary to the fallopian tube in every month, and when the sperm is enters, okay. So because the sperm is motile, so it will enter and it will fertilize the egg, okay, in the fallopian tube. So menstruation happened when? So menstruation when happened? Option number 1, we have egg released in the fallopian tube, embryo planted in the uterus, egg is not fertilized, none of the above. So menstruation happened when egg is not fertilized. Okay. So when the egg is fertilized, so it becomes a zygote, then embryo, okay, and then the baby. Sorry, then the fetus and then the baby. Okay. But when it's not, so but when what happens when the egg is not fertilized? So it will release, okay, in the form of the blood, in the form of the blood. So this is called the menstruation, and when it happens in every month, so this is called the menstruation cycle. Okay. Now we have question number 24. Sorry. Question number 24. That is, which of these is a bacterial infection? So which of these is a bacterial infection? Number 1, you have syphilis, warts, HIV, none. So the syphilis is the bacterial infection, and it is a infection of the intercourse if it is not done in a healthy way. Okay. Question number 25, we have copper T is placed in the. So where does the copper T is placed? You know that the copper T is in the protection from the pregnancy. Okay. So where does it place? It plays in the uterus. Okay. Not the vagina, not the cervix, not the fallopian tube. It plays in the uterus. Question number 26, we have HIV. So what is HIV? It is a viral infection, human immunodeficiency, bacterial infection. Option number 4 is 1 and 2 is correct. Option number 5 is 3 and 2 is correct. So tell me what is the answer. Just think and just pause the video and think and mark the right one, because it is bit confusing. Okay, because I have given you so many options. Yes, the answer will be 1 and 2 is correct. HIV is a viral infection and its full form is the human immunodeficiency. Okay. So 1 and 2 is correct. So this is all for today, and we have completed the multiple choice question series. Okay. So, and I have also created the video on the overview of the, or you can say the summary of the chapter 8. Okay. Just in 30 minutes, the 30 minutes of the part 1 and the part 2. Just do watch the video, okay, and clear your doubts, okay, and this will help you in your examination. So let's end this class here and we will meet in our next class. Okay. So thank you for joining class. Thank you again.